Okay, so next, and that is the last for the advice, AOP advice, that is all advices. So what we can do here, we can write all kind of advices like before, after, returning, and throw advice all together in the one advice. So that is what all advices we are having here. Next is what here, you can see this, we have a, or we just create a package, I mean sorry, uh, create a one project here, a blank project, and give a blank project name, that is a Spring AOP using all advice, right? So let us say I created one package here, right click, select my clips, and then say add uh, Spring capabilities and select the core and AOP. Okay, now in this case, we are having a core and AOP libraries which we have to add, and just say during add, just say next and finish it. Once the libraries has been added, we'll create these two packages that I was talking about, uh, com.isaac and com.isaac aspect. So in the com.isaac, we are having a same hello.java, hello impl.java. This is my interface, this is my class, right? And you need to create one manager class there where we have to write the main method. And okay, next in this com.isaac.aspect, we can have this method advice 1 2 3 and the 4 throws advice, and we will create one new advice, that is all advice. Okay, so you can see the code of hello interface, it's just having abstract method here which is getting implemented here, since we are implementing this interface here, right? And we're writing some code, there's no exceptions at all here. And then look at here, we have created one advice, all advice. Even the previous one is not required, that advice 1 2 3 4 we have created. It's up to you, if you want you can put it there. I have placed that one, I'll just tell you the differences here. So this advice or this class is saying method before, after, uh, introduction interceptor, throw advice, right? All we are implementing. So I need to override the method before, after returning, right? And then after throwing. This is what invoke method here. So we are saying that if I call the method, before calling, run this. Okay, start this execution, right? First start, invoke a start, and then proceed. Before proceeding, just say before called. After returning, get the message, get the return. After returning, get this message, right? And then end it, right? So it is returning that object type, and we are saying object open and return open, right? So if some exceptions occurred, okay, throw this exception. So all advices we have mentioned here itself. Okay, now what is the descriptions of your application context.xml? Okay, we are having this 5 advice, right? But already we are adding the advices here. Then what is the need of this? Even this is not required. Okay, if you want to add, just let us add this, not a problem. Whatever the previous advices we have made, we can add here all the advice. Okay, now first advice description, second advice, third advice, right? And here we are having this hello implementation object class, right? Now next we are having the fourth throw advice, right? And then my fifth advice, that is all advice, right? If you're just looking for last advice only, all advice, you just go for this. Rest you can cut it, don't require. Even if you're putting, not a problem. So you are having two before, two after return, it's like that, right? So if we mention, also fine. If we don't mention, it's okay, because this guy is taking care all, right? Before, after return, and throws and around, right? So what is happening, we are looking for this id, In turn, we are getting the hello, and it is having the reference or implementation in the OBJ ID, that is the hello IMPL, right? And this is my interceptor which we have. So you can go for this or you can go for all. There's no problem here. I'll show you the code what will happen in the case of if we have all five, if we have just five. Okay, this is my manager. So make your one class manager class with main method in the com.isaac package itself, and we are looking for the application context.xml through the bin factory. Okay, and inside that we are looking for advice object. So fifth one, sorry, the advice object is a hello type which we are getting here, and we are calling say hello passing argument and getting the output here since s1 has written. Okay, now next is what here, look at this output. If you run this code, if you just have a 5, this is the output of the advice 5. Okay, this is output of advice 5 which we have made. If you're not having 1 2 3 4, okay, this will not get, this will not get, this will not get, right? But if you're having all, okay, this is the output. So what is happening, before executing this code, what is happening? Okay, this is my before line, right? And then around start, right? So since advice 5 is having, so it is saying invoke a start. So invoke a start has been started, and then saying before calling this method, you can see this clearly, before called has been done. So before has been executed from the advice 5, and then after completing this method, okay, after return has come, and then invocation end, and that is the around from end, I mean end from the around advice, and then it is coming like this details from the this is the output actually, and these details are from the after, right? So this is the before, this is the after returning, right? And this after returning from the advice 5, this is from the advice 1, and this is advice from 2, right? There's no exception here, so throws has not come here, right? So that's all about the all advices in AOP advice.